Hello and what's up, guys? Good day to you all, and welcome back to part 6 of the McLaren 720S tutorial. So, yeah, in this part we're going to make this back part of the car, which is, for me, I call it the demon, like the main dude. I really had issues with this part, and this tutorial might be a little bit messy because one of the reasons is that I practiced making this like 3 days ago and I didn't practice again, but I just want to go for it. Anyways, I'm pretty sure it'll be alright. Shouldn't be that hard. So, we're just going to be extending straight from these two here. I'm not going to duplicate the edges. We're just going to extrude from there. We're going to be omitting this part, this bottom part here. That's a really small part. Maybe probably in part 7 that's what we'll tackle, but this one I just need to get it out of the way. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So take this top one, the door, and just tab in, go into edit mode. So, and this wheel circle here is going to be this part of it's going to be very dense with vertices. One of the reasons is that we have a lot of vertices here to compensate with, to transfer over to this side, so a lot of it is going to end up in this part. So anyways, let's just get into it, straight to it. So yeah, let's just take these 3 from here, or 4. Is it 4? Oh, okay, these 3. No, let's just go ahead and hide some of these because we don't want that to distract us. Yeah, up to here. Yeah, so let's just press H and hide those vertices. Maybe probably this one too. So let's take these 3 and extrude it out to here, and let's just scale it up a bit on the Z-axis and scale it up. Might be quite long, so I don't know. I hope it's not too long. So let's just Control Shift S, Alt S, Control Shift Alt S, and then share this. And let me quickly turn this on. Okay, I don't know if this color is actually good for you guys. I'm not really sure. Should I use white? White seems to be clashing with the blueprint, so let me just leave it the way it was. So we've shared that. Let me see. So now let's just try and make it correspond with the curve a little bit more. So we'll just add like 2 edges in between here, and let's just arrange that. So move this one up a little bit. Yeah, I think. Let's just move this one. Is this a good enough curve? Is it? I think so. Let's move this one down a little. Okay, so from there we have our curve. Okay. Okay, this looks good enough. So what we did here is this bulge over here. So we're going to fill some parts in later on. So once you've done that, we can now go ahead and create this wheel well here, right here. So we're just going to extrude from here and take Shift D, duplicate that, and take it right here. As you can see, if you can see, I put it right in the center of this line right here. So now we can just extrude it. I believe we're going to stop here. So this extrude it straight to the other end. And let's add like 2 or 3. Let's put 3 in between and just put that right here. We're going to be adding more vertices, like I said, just to make sure everything is good enough. So let's move these 2 to make this side more dense, and we'll duplicate this. We'll bevel it by pressing Control Shift and then B to bevel it into 2, and just take this one. My mouse clicks and keyboard might be a little too loud. I don't know. Let's see if I can move this. Okay, let's just continue from here. And so we have 1, 2, and then 3. So we just do the only logical thing there and just go to top view. Let's move this. Okay, so now we have this. So let's just hide it first. Okay, if I hide it, it's going to bring those ones back. So let's just leave it there. So let's select this 3 and this right here. So we're going to try to move it in. As you can see, there's a little bit of curve that comes around to this side. So let's just try to follow that in. So G and then X. Move this in a little bit. So deselect this one. And GX, move this one in a little. So we have kind of a figure 8 going on there. So G and then X, not too much. Then take this wheel well and just move it out a little bit, because we need to have some kind of I don't know, a height that comes in this area. It's not the same level with this part. So let's just press F and fill these faces in. So by the way, I'm not going to be following through with the same method we used in this front or some other parts, because we really need to know where our vertices are going to be as we're going on. So we're just going to be filling in the faces. So I believe this one is good as it is. So next we'll just be facing the important parts like this one. So now let's join it together with this bottom one. Take these two and Control J and join that. So down here, okay, see there's a little bit of inconsistency with the gap here. Sorry. So we're just going to try to make this place straight line. So GG and slide that in. Press C to constrain it, and then slide this one in, and then take this one, just try to match it very well. So if that is good enough to your liking, you can just select these two and then press F, because we're going to be ignoring one of these two vertices here, and the one we're going to be ignoring is the top one. So we're going to only be transferring this second one right onto the other side. But before that, we'll just take this one and extrude it out. Let's just leave that there, and then the main one we need, we just take this one down here and extrude it all the way to, or let's just join it with this one. So with it selected, and just hit shift and select this one too, and then press M and then select at last. So down here we may need more than 2 vertices to match with, so let's just add 3. 1, 2, and add it there. So now we can just adjust these to be exactly the way we need it. Okay, so from here we definitely need to add one more, and then just slide it down to come here, come right here. So GG, then just put that in. So here we also need another edge on the side, so Control R here and try to match it up with the blueprint. So GG, slide that out, then just press F here. So right now the level of these ones aren't the same with these ones right here outside here, so let's just take those along with this guy, and then scale. Okay, let's take this one to scale it on the x-axis and then press 0 so we can have a straight line. So let's see. Okay, let's move this out a little bit. So I guess it's still looking good. Let me see how it looks first if I tighten this edge. I guess we can see how it looks now for now. So let's just continue. So now now the one of the tough parts is trying to get, we have 3 vertices here, but there are no places to translate them to, so that is kind of tough. So going to take something like an L approach to it, so redirecting them to go here and then down. Hold on. So we're going to redirect most of the vertices to go straight and then down. to here, so which means we're going to be adding a little bit more vertices on this bottom part. Okay, I think, oh shoot, I'm into another problem. I can't erase this stuff. Oh, okay, I can. Whew, can you imagine? Anyways, okay, so how we're going to be doing that? Okay, I need a good way to do it so we retain the shape that it has been, or has always been there. So if we can't face this now, so let's just go to the top, which is this part here, which has a little bit of hump. We'll come back to this, so just follow through. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices here that we need to take to the other side, which is something good. So we can just take these two and then extrude it to here. Okay, just bear with me. So we'll go to the top view and try to arrange it as it's supposed to be. So now let's look at the front view. So what I'm seeing now, so the major array of vertices come somewhere around here, this side here. So if you can see that, and the vertices we have to move are on this side, so let's just press G and move that outwards to align on the array. So we'll see how that looks on the side view. Everything is not really going to align, so just try to match that as I did it. So that will give us a kind of a good enough transition to the next panel. So let's just continue with that. So what we need here is something that goes, a line of vertices that goes all the way from here, and another one that comes through to this side. So the one we saw on the side view is the same one that will be on this side. So we have exactly what we need, 2 vertices to carry on that stuff. So that will just give us the exact kind of bump that we need. Okay, from right here I'm just kind of winging it because I mostly forgot everything I practiced before. So anyways, let's just start with the one on top, which is this line here. So we're just going to extrude and have in mind the other vertices that are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just going to be extruding it with them in mind. So I can't really see what's on the side. So let's just borrow one view from here. My monitor is not really that big, so let's just borrow one. Go to 3D viewport here and just see from the side. Okay, so we have one, extrude, and we'll just drop that there. Let me see if I can move this one up a bit. So just do it like this. Okay, so this one I'm going to extrude again. Hold on, see what we're doing here. Okay, that's a good spot. Extrude again. Okay, somewhere back here, and then one more here, and then let's just put 2 on this last spot. Okay, so let's try and arrange it a little bit better. Okay, so let's go to the side view. Hold on, let me move this one in a little. GG, and then slide that one in. So go to the side view and just arrange that as we discussed earlier. So we put this one up and try to match it as it is. Okay, so now basically we have the first bump of the stuff thingy. So now let's try to create a little curve on this side. So One thing I want to make clear is that triangles are not bad. So anyone that tells you triangles are dirty, triangles are just terrible, yeah, they're wrong. Triangles are there to help you. You just need to know where and how to use them. So let's take this tool and press F right here. So let's try and adjust our the stuff we put there. So let's move this in. So right here, this is where we're going to transfer this vertex to. So we can just go ahead and press F. So if there's anything we need to change, we can see it early on. Okay, just fill in this one. So this is where the triangle is going to be. Just press that, give it F and F here too. So this looks cool. This looks all right. So yeah, it's coming along pretty well. So we'll go to the top view and try to create this part here, over here. So just take from here and then extrude to the end, which is here. And we can just look for the best amount of vertices to add. So we need 1, 2. Okay. Let's just add 3 for now and see how that goes. So just move this. Now let's slide this one forward a bit, because for sure this one is going to be together with this one. And this one, let's move it here. Okay, so from the side view now, let's see where they're going to be. Okay, move this up a little bit. Okay. Deselect, move this one up. I know it's not really following the blueprints, because I'm trying to give it a good arc here, so so the reflections will be good when we cut the panels. So this, oops. Move this one up a bit. So that's that. So now with this second line, which is the one that will come from here and all the way to this end. Okay, let's just do that. So we're just going to extrude this once. Okay, so move this out a little bit to get the good curve there. So now extrude this twice and then one more for this area. Okay, so this might backfire on our faces later on, but let's just continue. So now to know the exact shape of this part behind it, this area here, the exact shape of it, we can't really know that. So I would assume that it is a little bit lower than this one, or on the same level. So but from what I'm saying here, it's just a little bit lower. So let's just try to arrange that. So take this and deselect, move this one a little, just give it a little bit of that. So this might be very messy for you, so sorry if you can't follow up, but yeah, just try your best. So from here we just extrude all the way down. Let's try to notice all the slicing of the panels, like this area. So just put one vertex there, yeah, sorry, and then move on. Let's just put that in, extrude, so we'll take the last one and stop here. Okay, so right from there to here, we haven't placed them, so let's just do that. So I remember from here it really goes on a steep slide and then comes way flat on the back. So you understand what I mean in a second. Let me just hide this front parts with H, and let's continue. So you can see what we are already into. So let's just do a quick arrangement here until we refine it later. So we'll just move this a little, select, move this down a bit, deselect, just select this one. This is just a rough arrangement, nothing fancy. Just moving this down. Let me see. Okay, these ones are mainly on the same level, so let's just move this up. So the main arrangement, we probably can see from the back. Okay, yes, we can. So this line over here, this is exactly where it comes from. So let's just move this. Let's arrange these ones first. So G, just move them down. Okay. And also, I wanted to say something. If you are trying to align something to your blueprints and it's not working on both sides, on the different views, so you have to try your best to find out what's wrong. But if you can't, it means that part of the blueprint is just bad, or yeah, you just can't find it. There might be something wrong, but you won't be able to find it. So I think this one right here is already good enough to go. So okay, so as you can see, we are almost done with it. So this is the perfect shape of this part, so you can get your mind off that for now. So let's continue with this side part. So we'll take this last vertex here and just extrude one down. Okay, let's move this a little bit further. Okay, we'll take this and extrude one more time to this part right here. Okay, hold on. Yeah, just extrude right here. I hope I don't mistakenly cancel this recorder again. Move it over here. Okay, so we'll go to the top view and do the same thing. So move this out a little bit and then deselect this one and then move this one out. We will need to add one more vertex here soon, but let's just leave that for now. Okay. Looks like we're good. So let's just start filling in the face on this side here. So just press F, deselect this part and press F and F and F, probably F again. So let's see how we're doing here. Okay, let's just undo that. Stop here. We haven't created vertices for this side, so let's just start from this side and just extrude this one out, and then extrude one out again right here. So, and then press F right here. Should I? Okay, let's extrude one out, one more here, and then press F here. So as you can see, there is a problem. So let's just move this inside and move this one in, and let's add one more vertex in center. Like I said already, this place will be very dense. You just have to try your best to arrange the vertices so you won't have irregularities in the curve of the area. So let's press F here and F and F. So we have that. Most of these are subject to adjustments later on, but let's just continue. So we have that, and let's just continue what we were doing before. So fill this in and fill this in. So now we need one vertex in this spot here. So Control R and add that one. Go to the top view and just move that out gently. Just slide it up a bit and move it out. So this one, let's move it back a little. Okay, so we have that. So okay, so it turns out we're going to destroy the triangle we made earlier. So first of all, let's fill in this this edge. So here and here, and then press F. Okay, so we have two to translate to the back, but it seems one will have to come here and the other will join with this triangle here. So let's just hit Ctrl R here. No, take your knife tool by pressing K and cut from here to this side here and hit enter. So Ctrl R on here and join these two parts together with J. So now let's arrange this properly. Move this and we'll move some of them out like this one. So hit Alt S then to move on the normal of the face that it's on. So let's do that gently, and this one too, Alt S. Okay, so here we're going to just press F here, and then okay, everything just worked out nicely. So F, and then this last spot F. So let's just smooth this, and I think that's all. So oh wow, the triangle is still there. What did I do wrong? Hold on. Hold on. Let's slide this up. Oh, okay. Once you slide that up, then press A, and so select everything, then M, then merge by distance. So we have two triangles here in the same box. So we can just select that and press F. So our triangle is gone, and we have fixed that spot. So let's continue with this area. So this one here at the center, we have to carry it through this middle. So let's go to the top view and just do that. So extrude. Okay, you know what, let's just fill the faces first before we add that. So we have a flat surface to work with. So F and F and F. Okay, so Control R here, and then go to the top view so we can align this side. So GG and move this in. Okay, that is all. So let's see, that place, is it flat? Okay, it's pretty much flat. So let's just leave it at that, and then just hit these two, select these two and just hit J. Yeah, that works. So let's move this one out a little bit. So Alt S. Okay, so now we still have a little problem here because we have 3 vertices on this side and only 2 here. So let's just fill the face first, then we attend to that later on. So deselect everything at the back and then press F here and here. So oh, okay, undo one of that. So we're going to take the one vertex here and the one here too. So let's just start from this side. So we're going to extrude and point this one right here, and then go to the back. Okay, let's see. Just leave. Okay, let's move this one back a little. I think it's because we moved it before, but let's just obey the top view. So extrude this one to the here, and then we're going to take everything from here to here, and then just extrude them. Okay, try to align them to the blueprint line. Okay, so just fill this one face and this one to F. So we'll take this one too on the other side and then extrude and put it right here. So we're going to fill this place, if you may have guessed. So now we have this very uneven and that. So some of these are going to come down a little. So let's go to the back view to confirm. Okay, so we'll just move these down a little bit. So G and then Z, move that down, and then this, we'll move it up a bit. So G and Z, just a tad bit. Okay, so we're going to continue the part from there. So extrude here and then follow through to the end. So extrude, extrude, extrude. Okay, we'll stop here and give it one right here. Okay, so we're going to extrude this one too. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, the last one. So these ones here, we're going to try to make them on the same level as the guys at the back. So let's move them down first. Okay. Okay, so let's put them somewhere around here, if you can see. So these two are straight, so let's deselect them, move this one up a little bit, deselect this one, move it up, deselect, and leave this guy here. So these ones from here, I like to select them so we can see what we're doing to here. So go to the side view and let's start from this one here. So move it down. Okay, I really don't know how far it's supposed to go, but let's just try to correspond it with the really curved one we had before. So just do this, deselect. Okay, deselect. And just have this. So it's until we fill in the faces that we'll actually know what we have done. So let's just do that. So here and then F, deselect, and F. So we're going to stop here and select these from here and F, deselect, F, F, F. So we have that. So these are not very well arranged. So let's try and make them probably on the same line. Not sure. So let me try and look for a different image to see if I can get that. Let's see. Can't really see it from here. Well, but it seems these ones supposed to be a little bit down. It's supposed to be a straight line from this side to this side, a straight curve. So let's press F here and see. Okay, it's not really straight. Move this one down. Go to the back. Anyways, let's move these down a little bit. I'm kind of having headache here, so sorry if I'm not explaining this very well, but hopefully you can follow up if just by what I'm doing. Okay, move this one up a little bit. All right. Yeah, let's delete this ugly thing. So delete edges, and this one looks all right. Looks finished. So I guess that is that with the top. So we have the bulge we need on this area right here. So this fuel tank thing, it was something we're going to put in after we've applied the subdivision modifier in the end, towards the end of the tutorial. So now back to this part. I'm wondering if I should make this a two parts, because this is getting friggin' long. 32 minutes already. So let me just put everything in one. So Control R. Okay, before you do that, let's try to align this one very well. Okay, so it's a little bit inside, so let's move it in a little. Okay, yeah, so Control R and add 2 vertices in it. So now this one, we're just going to extrude it without looking. Okay, so extrude 1 and 2. So I guess we need one edge loop here. Okay, all right, so we need one here, but we're just going to put it here instead, because we actually need one here too. So just add one edge loop there, then go to the side view and try to match the curve by selecting these 3 and moving it up a little bit. Oops, move it up slightly. If you don't match the curve, there'll be a weirdness there that will be showing you that there is an uneven amount of vertices there. Let's move this one back. Okay. Okay, well, this part, it shouldn't be too hard. So let's Control R here and add one edge here. Okay, let's see that curve. Still looks good. So now we have 1, 2 to offer here, but we have 3 here. So what do we do? Actually, we have 4, because we'll still need 1 here, but I'm going to create a triangle here to, you know, compensate for that one. So let's see how that will happen. Let me extrude this one, extrude this out, and then hit this one and press F. I don't know if you saw when I did this, but I filled this place in I kind of went back and forth on how to do this part because it was kind of giving me serious headaches. So let's take this, move it out a little. Okay, so for comprehension's sake, we can fill this space in. Yeah, just to see how that looks. So now this hole here, this hole is kind of a pain in the tushy, but let's just get that into place. So let's extrude this one down. Yeah, and put it in the position we want it to be, like somewhere there. And this one, let's just fill it in with this guy. So Ctrl R, add two edges and move them up a little. Okay, so let's see, let's move it inside a little bit. So hit this one, F and F and F. So that's there. So now this one, let's connect it down here. I don't know if I should fill this one in or just leave it. Okay, let's just leave that one as it is. Fill that in and just move this one down a little bit. So that's that. So for these two to come down with this guy, so that's gonna be kind of a problem. So I'm trying to remember the method of translating 2 to 3, 2 edges to 3 edges. So okay, I think I remember. So let's take this bottom one and extrude it. Yeah, then take it down here and here, and also this top one. Let's put it out, extrude here like so. So this one now, we're going to move it back like this. Okay, let's fill this one, these four here, F, and this one, just put that in. Okay, let me delete this vertex and farts. This is still kind of tough. So let me just try to finish everything and end up with a triangle so I can be able to know what to do later. So let's fill that in and F. Let's see if they're in the right position. Okay, they look good for now. So let's fill this in. And this one too. Hope I'm loud enough right now. Not sure. Getting tired. Okay. So this is what we have. Let's move this out a little. Okay. So by the law of whatever, we're supposed to have one more edge loop here, but I do not want to cluster this place up. I like as it's open, but it shouldn't be. So these places are quite dense. We should have one more here. Hold on, let me move this out a little. Alt S, just that one, not too much. Okay. So like I said, we should have one more here, but I'm still trying to figure out a way to bypass that. So if you fill this side up and here too. Okay, so we have just 4 vertices remaining. So let's see if that looks good. Yeah, it actually does. Funny enough, it looks perfect. Wow, this thing almost blew my mind out. So this side, let's see if we can arrange something, if we need to arrange some things there. Let's move this out, and this one to follow. Yeah, that looks alright. So let's just deal with this bottom, which is, it shouldn't be hard. So F and then FF. Sorry, let's take the extra one in the center and press F. So let's Ctrl R here and move this one inside these ones. So move this in so they can still have that curve that this one has. Okay, we'll move this in some more, and this one to follow, and this one, should it follow? Okay, let's just leave it that way. So let's join this 2 with J. Yeah. Okay, they don't really correspond, so let's move this down and move it in again. Okay. Okay, that looks good. That looks all right. So we are going to tighten this edge later on, but this one we're going to forget it. Once we split the panel into 2, this side will just be hanging there because it's a gap between these 2, not an actual vertex. So wow, I think that's it. That should be it. So okay, this corner is kind of pinching this place in, but let's just leave it at that. So let's tighten this edge and see how it looks. Okay, sorry about that, I forgot to arrange this one. So let's select these 2 and then move it out a bit. This may look bad, but it will help us transition to this bottom side better. Yeah, that's that. So let's Ctrl R here and add a loop cut, so E, and then just align it to this end here so we can have that sharp edge. Yes. So ladies and gentlemen, we have reached this part, so let's unhide these guys. Minus you stay hidden. So we are almost done with the body panel. Just remains this one, these 2 little things here, the fin and the back bumper. So once that's done, we'll just get over the thickness of the body panels and make them look like they actually do here, and from that we move on to the inner parts, like these parts here, lights, something here, and other things in between the back before we actually go to the interior. Okay, as always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like the video. Yeah, that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.